Hello everyone, hope you are doing good. So today we are going to do topic 32, that is soil factors affecting greenhouse gases emissions. So what are the soil factors that affect greenhouse gas emissions? First of all is soil type. That is mineral, organic or microbiological composition of soil. So different types of soil release different types of greenhouse gases. Fertilization method, we know the nitrogen fertilizer affect or emit nitrous oxides, so that can affect climate, what kind of climate is of soil, cropping system and types of crops. Different types of crops affect different types of crops or cropping systems emit different types of greenhouse gases, such as rice emits high level of nitrous oxides because high level of nitrogen fertilizer is used there. Number 5, moving on to land use. How are you using our land? I'm writing it here, I'm rubbing it somewhat. Number 6, soil temperature. Number 7, humidity, that is soil water content. Water filled pore space. Precipitation drought, precipitation/drought, its intensity, the intensity of drought, the intensity of rain. These all things affect greenhouse gas emissions from soil. Next point could be nutrients, that is carbon nitrogen ratio, land use management, atmospheric deposition, so these are the factors which affect greenhouse gas emissions from the soil. Hope you all understand it. Now moving on to the next topic, that is greenhouse gas emissions from soil. Greenhouse gas emissions. It is very important, asked in previous years also many times. So first greenhouse gas which is highly emitted by soil is N2O, that is nitrous oxide. So soil releases a large amount of N2O. Soil releases large amount of N2O, large N2O. 52% of total atmospheric releases are from soil. Atmospheric release of N2O is from soil only. Fertilizers added to soil and fertilizers which are added to soil are one of the major causes of this much of N2O coming out from soils. Second greenhouse gases is CS4, that is methane. So methanogens by anaerobic bacteria, methanogens, these are anaerobic bacteria which do methanogenesis. Done by anaerobic bacteria. So these anaerobic conditions usually occur in submerged soils. Submerged mainly sown during rice cultivation. Rice cultivation is the major source of CH4. Now moving on to nitrous oxide, that is NO. That is not nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide is N2O. That is nitrogen oxide. Sorry, it is nitrogen oxide. So 30% of this is emitted from agriculture soils. CO2, this is number 4. CO2. Soils release little amount of CO2, little amount of but yet they are responsible. Little amount also, but they emit CO2 in little amounts, but they are responsible for CO2. Faulty soil or faulty soil management practices, that is improper tillage, improper nutrient management, INM, this is improper, not integrated. Improper nutrient management also leads to, these things also leads to emission of greenhouse gases. Now, how will you mitigate these emissions? How are you going to how we are going to reduce these emissions coming from the soil? So mitigation. Keep making notes. I tell you in every lecture that the notes you are going to make are your Brahmastra, more than 80 to 90% question. I guarantee that. And even almost all questions, around 100% of the questions will directly be asked from your notes. So keep making a good notes, the topics I am teaching, keep value adding it, keep revising it. That will help you. Mitigation, more precise fertilizer, nitrogen management to reduce nitrous oxide N2O emissions. So we need to use nitrogen fertilizers precisely, that is urea. Need to use urea precisely. Permanent no-till management, that is no tillage, to maximize soil carbon gain and reduce fuel use. Irrigation management to minimize the need of irrigation management, to minimize need of electricity, to fuel to pump water. What you do, we start our tulip pumps in our fields. When you observe the farmers, especially in Punjab regions or Haryana regions, they do start their tulip pumps and let them overflow. So what we are wasting the water as well as this electricity. So a proper irrigation management, and we all know that electricity requires greenhouse gas emissions, especially from thermal powers. So a proper irrigation management will indirectly do that. We can use leguminous cover crops to maximize soil carbon gain and reduce the need of synthetic nitrogen fertilizers. As leguminous crops fix nitrogen. So when you grow leguminous crop in the field, they will fix more and more nitrogen, and the need of synthetic nitrogen fertilizer will be reduced. Next point, we need to do diverse crop rotations that include perennial crops such as alfalfa and high biomass crops such as corn to build up soil carbon and reduce need of pesticides. So using these methods, we can mitigate the high amount of greenhouse gases that are emitted from our soils. So nothing much in this topic, and nothing much has been asked from this except these two. So for this topic, these two things are enough. So you should have a good idea on this, which I have taught. I hope you all understand. So if you like it, please press the like button. For any queries, do comment, do share and subscribe. That's all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.